Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new readings, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be linked and located in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. All right, let's let the bowls sing. Excuse me. As we see what the tarot has to say. Cancer. December 16th to the 31st, 2020 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 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. And let's see what your chakra energy has to say for this time. Cancer. December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Cancer. December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Cancer. December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, there's your first card. And of course it had to fall. Let me get it for you. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic, these four. And we start off here with relationships and the sacral chakra. Then we have forgiveness, the heart chakra. Peace, the crown chakra. And determination. Yeah, inner strength. I do apologize. Inner strength. But it's also determination. It's like you're breaking out of your shell and you're moving yourself forward. This is the solar plexus chakra. And we'll see how these all equate to the tarot in just a moment. The left-hand side here is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, which I love, the Ace of Wands, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of passion and prosperity. You have the Eight of Cups, so now you're crowned by the number 8. This is a very serious time for you. You can take things very seriously, a little bit too seriously, so do be mindful of that. But this is also a time of great feminine energy being around you, being very connected with the sacred feminine, and being very connected with luck, with a way of moving forward that you're like, well, it just feels right. And it might sound odd to say, like, it just feels right, but it's going to be the truth. It feels right. And you're moving forward in that feeling, in that truth, in that power. You have the Tower and the Lovers. So the Lovers is Gemini energy, May 21st to June 20th. So those of you born on the cusp with Gemini, that energy is going to come out very powerfully. And then you have the Moon, which is a Pisces energy, February 19th to March 20th. Then we have here the Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So you have these two gifts coming forward for you. You have a completion of a cycle when it comes to your heart, but also when it comes to your passion and your work. So there is a sense here that there is going to be great change around that, around the way that you're moving forward, around the load that you are carrying, around the way that you are perceiving things and perceiving yourself. So let's see the people who will be aiding you during this time. Who are the people who will be aiding Cancer, December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Who will be aiding Cancer? December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, ooh, there we go, and spirit guides. So you start off here with the King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is passion. This is determination. This person is going to be very fiery. They might have a bit of a temper on them or a way of them just roaring at things. There is a sense here of powerful determination. All right, and that's going to be a part that really inspires you. Here, Cancer, their fire, their determination, their drive, their focus, their steadfastness. And it brings you then to the Queen of Cups, which is you, of course, but it also is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So you have strong Pisces presence here. Water sign energy is drawn to water sign energy. So this sense of a coming together, the sense of passion, the sense of an embrace of emotions, that's going to be very familiar to you in a place where you feel rather comfortable, rather, at home within yourself. So this person is going to be pulling out what your heart most desires, is really going to be speaking to your heart and to that essence of your heart's truth and the glory of your purpose. And this person is also going to be lightening the load in one way or another. Either they say something and it clicks and you're like, oh, that's it. That's where I've been holding myself back, or that's where I've been, too harsh on myself. And there's something here where they're easing the load as you walk forward. And remember, these people, you can know them in real life, but these people can also be people who just greatly inspire you through any form of media, through any form of stumbling onto their works, of stumbling onto what they have created. And then we have Justice, which is a Libra energy, which is September 23rd to October 22nd. This is a person who cuts through doubts and fears. This is a person who also talks about discernment. It's like not everything that is viewed as being right is going to be right for you. And that's going to be a huge weight that is lifted off of your shoulders here, Cancer, because there is the sense of thinking, oh, well, if I just try hard enough, or if I just push long enough, I'll be able to get to where other people view this as successful, or get to where other people view this as powerful, or, be what everybody else expects me to be. And this person is saying, why try? Why bother? If you know you're just going to fail, why even attempt to try and fake it? That's really what they're saying here. Why try to be something that you're not? Be authentically and honestly you, and you will see yourself move forward in tremendous power, because you're healing a relationship here. And it doesn't mean that this person has to know that you're healing it, but within you, within your heart, within your soul, within yourself, you are healing the relationship that you have with others, because they don't get to have that power over you. They don't get to have that hurt, living within you and saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not going to be able to move forward. Everything I do is wrong. That type of mentality. You're moving away from that, and you're embracing a relationship with yourself first and foremost. Okay, fully in love with who you are, with who you are, with who you will be, and with who you once were. And so here, it's looking at things and it's strengthening those ties. You're also seeing yourself from the sacral chakra point of view. Now, the sacral chakra does embrace sexual energy. So the sexual energy is going to be coming up within you, and you can be utilizing it to strengthen relationships, because if you view sex as something sacred, which I most definitely do, you're going to be seeing here that there's a sacredness to your connection, okay, with your partner, with whomever you are with. And so be ready for that. Be ready for things to kind of become just a little bit more intensely personal, a little bit more speaking to the soul side of things instead of the body's natural urges. And so here, as you embrace this depth of relationships, but as you embrace the energy of the sacral chakra, you're also going to see what has held you back because of, generational curses, because of your DNA line, what has held you back because of your past life self. And the reason these two things come forward is because this is what forges us when we were very small. Our generational curses, the things that were spoken over us, that were somebody else's trauma that became ours, somebody else's fear, somebody else's negativity that is now ours, that we've inherited because we lived that life. We lived with that person. We heard those stories and they became internalized. The past life self, where you're sitting there and you're like, well, I don't know why I have this fear. I don't know why I have this trauma. And I don't know exactly how to address it all the time. And it's embracing that past life sense, that focusing on the sacral chakra and the breaking down the door, breaking down the wall that you could have built around yourself, around what you desire from life. And now it's learning to embrace relationships with others, yes, but first and foremost with yourself. And it's releasing that poison that was within you, and that is within us every now and then. It comes, and it comes when life gets really stressful. It comes when we don't pay attention to our souls and ourselves the way that we should. And so here, you're purging that from you, and it really does follow. And I love to see these two together. It does make it for a very intense time. But you have the heart chakra with forgiveness. And when the heart chakra talks about forgiveness, yes, it's forgiving others. It's saying, okay, listen, your negative words don't get to be tumbling across my mind every 5 seconds. I forgive you for being an idiot. You don't have to do it a nice way. You could be like, I forgive you for not being able to make an emotional connection. I forgive you for not being able to be the person that I needed. I forgive you for being an absolute jerk. And now I'm moving forward. And what's more importantly, I'm forgiving myself. I'm forgiving myself for letting your words matter so much. I'm forgiving me for thinking that I was helpless and stupid and insignificant. I'm forgiving who I once was because I'm embracing who I am today. And that's what you're saying to yourself, Cancer. And what you're doing here is you're opening up your heart to profound and deep healing, to have the relationships that you want. Now, tears may come up if you pause the video and you sit there and you just focus on your heart chakra and you focus on the forgiveness. You focus on the love that you have within your heart for yourself. And you look at all the pain and all the hardship and all the unnecessary trauma, drama, anger, chaos that was put into your life because a person hurt you. Right? Because the world hurt you. And you say, no, I'm done. I'm done with that being my narrative. I'm done with that being my story. And you embrace peace. You crown yourself with peace. That's going to be so important. If you visualize a crown and you put it on your head, and it is a crown of peace. And you let it, and then at night when you go to sleep, you let it sink into your heart. And every day you take a new crown of peace, you place it on your head, and then it sinks into your heart. Okay, you will have this powerful, brilliant sense of purpose, of self. Will it be every moment of every day? No, life is hard, but it'll be more than you expected it to be. And it'll be calming, it'll be centering, and that's where you see the cracks coming over the ice. the inner strength coming forward, the determination to be who it is that you need to be, the listening to your gut reaction to things, the knowing that you're worth it. Because we see right here, as we go straight into the tarot, that the hard work is paying off. And the hard work gets to pay off. It is time to sit there and say, I've done good. I've done a good job within my life. The hardships, the pains, the disappointments, the angers, the upsets, the upheavals, I get it. But I have done well in embracing my prosperity, my life, my soul, myself. And we cannot thrive without adversity. And it sounds silly to say, but and I forget where it is, but they built a model of the earth, of the trees and of the plants and everything like this to best see how to heal our earth. And so they have these trees, right? These little trees growing in this small little earth. And the trees grow so fast. And they're sitting there and they're like, well, real trees don't grow that fast. Why? And what they saw is that the trees grow and they grew fast and they reached a certain height and then they tumbled over. And that kept on happening. They're like, what the heck's going on here? Well, in the model that they created, they did not create wind. They didn't have wind. So there was nothing to have that resistance. Okay, there was nothing to strengthen the bark. And so the trees tumbled over. And that's what we have here in our lives. When we have the hardships, we have the pains, we have the disappointments, we have ourselves forging and working and diligently going. And we think the pain is for nothing. No, the pain is so that we can withstand the storms. It's so that we can grow to a full and beautiful height. So that when hardship comes around, as it always does, we don't fall over. And so your hard work is paying off. Your time, your effort, your prosperity is coming. But you have to balance the scales. There's also a sense of a bit of a gift here coming forward. But you have to balance the scales. It can't be that you give and you give and you give and everybody else just takes and takes. Right? There needs to be a balancing of the scales as you move forward. Because you can see this, and you can see it in one area. It's going to be more so in one area than in another. And you might have the complaint from others that, oh, well, you take a lot in this area. But you're like, but I'm giving everything I am and more in this area. So I need to be a bit selfish in other areas. And that can be stressing things out during this time. And this time can be stressful enough, right? We have the holidays coming. We have this year that is just intense and unique. And so here, it's looking at things and saying, things need to be balanced. I need to be balanced in my truth, in my passion, in what I know. And so at work, the scales need to be balanced. People can't always be saying, oh, well, Cancer, you're a nice person. Here's more and more and more on your plate. It is looking at things and saying, things need to be balanced within my life, within my soul, within myself. And it's drawing real lines. It is having the sense of, I know what I want, I know what I'm worth, and I'm not going to let people take advantage of me. And so the lines are set. And especially as you're working, and this leads you then to the happy family. This leads you to the 10 of Cups, and they all live happily ever after. Happiness, joy, prosperity, success, brilliance, beauty, truth. This is what you're embracing. This is what you want. This is what you're striving for. This is the end of the fairy tale. This is the beauty that leads you forward. This is love, and this is gorgeousness, and this is my favorite card in the Minor Arcana, because it's just simply peace. And that's what you're moving towards in your relationships, in yourself. As you break out of your shell and you embrace your grace, you are moving towards love and peace and prosperity and bounty and dreams coming true. Now, it may not be exactly the way that you expected your dreams, and you might be on twists and turns along the way. But the dreams come true and they lead you forward. And it really is astounding. And it brings you then to the Ace of Wands. It brings you to God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of passion, of creativity, of determination, of power forward. Because as you see this gift, as you see that, wow, there's more out there than I realized. Wow, there are greater things for me than I could ever have known. Wow, this sings to my soul. This sings to my heart. This is how I want to live my life. You see yourself walking away. Your heart is walking away from something you once thought you would love. And I really see you here as using this gift as that walking staff, as that way to guide your path forward. Now, with the Eight of Cups, I always see this as that pair of shoes that used to be your comfortable go-to shoes. And then one day you put them on and they just don't fit anymore. And you're like, oh, that's not cool. And so here, this is once your comfortable go-to way. Like, this was once perfect, but it's not anymore. Or you tried to make it perfect because everybody said, oh, how lucky you are, Cancer, and oh my gosh, how great this is. And you're looking at it and you're like, well, I guess I'm supposed to be super happy because this is supposed to be super awesome, but it's not. And now you move forward, and now you release. There's an end and there's a beginning, because the 8, on its side is your infinity. You're following your infinite truth. And as you walk away, now there are 2 things here. You're walking away from the tower time, okay? This is where divinity has taken you out of your comfort zone and put you so far, into another world that you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I move forward? What is it that I want? Where is it that I'm headed? And there are questions that come. So that's part of it. But the tower is also, so you can be walking away from that, but it can be you're also walking into a tower time because you're leaving what was comfortable. And isn't the statement, when the fear of the unknown becomes less than the fear of staying, that is when we change. And that's what this is. This is the fear of the change coming in. And this is divinity saying, it's time. And it's time. And so you're walking into the unknown. And you can be going through a tower time where you're sitting there and you're like, this isn't what I expected from my life. This isn't what I anticipated at all. But I know I have to keep on moving forward. And it might not necessarily have been fully of your choice. You could have been miserable, Cancer. Just like it felt like your heart was dying every single day. And so that misery could build and build and build. And now you see yourself moving forward because you're moving towards what you love. And the change has to come for you to have this love within your life, for you to be in love with your life again, for you to be in love with yourself again, to have this beauty and this prosperity and this grace and this brilliance be a part of you. There's a dual nature to your heart during this time. There's a real sense of embracing change, of embracing, the unknown and greater power as you move forward. But there's also a great sense of looking at your heart, of opening up the doors, of saying, this is me, and I've locked me away for way too long. You have the repeat of the number 6 here. So divinity is really cradling you, really taking care of you, even though at times it feels like it's not. If you feel like divinity can be walking really far away from you, that's not the case. It brings you to the moon. So your heart here, as you look at the moon, you're looking at your fears, you're looking at what has held you back, you're looking at doubts and angers and upsets and upheavals, and the moon comes forward. And the moon is our fears. The moon is when, we can't see that well. And the reason why human beings fear the moon is because we're sight hunters. As sight hunters, we like light. We're not nocturnal sight hunters. And I don't think there are nocturnal sight hunters, but I don't know. Yes, because there are owls. There we go. Here, what you are looking at and what you are looking for is truth and security. And the moon brings up the fear that make you feel small, that make you feel vulnerable. All right, lobsters, for some strange reason, I was reading this book, and they say that lobsters have kind of the same makeup as we do. And so when a lobster is having high serotonin levels, the lobster grows bigger, its shell grows bigger. When the lobster mates, the lobster actually comes out of its shell. And that's the one time that the lobster is completely vulnerable. And I kind of stepped back and I paused for a moment, because that is our life, right? When we are confident within ourselves, when we feel strong, when we feel powerful, we grow. And people can see that. You can see that with lobsters. Their pincers grow, their skeleton, their exoskeleton grows. And you can see that with people. They stand up straighter, they carry themselves better, they hold their heads up high. And that's important. But when we have fear coming in, it feels like, we've taken that protectiveness and we've opened ourselves up to real vulnerability. So that happens, of course, with sex, most definitely. But it also happens when we go after our dreams, when we start to seek the ecstasy of our souls, of ourselves. And fear is an important thing because we were, hunter-gatherers way before we were the civilized people that you see today. And so fear kept us alive. It kept us from making bad decisions. It had us relying on our instincts. It had us, knowing not to go that way because we could get really hurt or, die or whatever. And now fear is different. It doesn't mean that we don't have, terrible things that can happen. But what we have is also, we have homes, and we have light, and we have heat, and we have air conditioning, and we have, refrigerators and all this stuff that makes fear less. But we still have that instinctual fight or flight reaction to things. And so here with the moon, we're looking at that fight or flight reaction. We're looking at the fear that we have to walk into the unknown, to say, what I thought fit, it doesn't fit anymore. And it's not my fault, because we're going to tend to want to blame somebody. So it's like, it's nobody's fault. It is time that divinity is pushing me out of my comfort zone so that I can embrace my love, my passion, my beauty within my life, so that I can be strong and brave and walk where others fear to tread and move forward where others don't think of going. And as I embrace this truth within myself, then the moon doesn't become scary. The night doesn't become a time where only bad things happen. The night becomes a time of contemplation, of intimacy, of beauty, of connections with souls and selves and desires as we move forward. And it brings us then to the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands, this one is the bird falling out of the sky. You might feel at times when you're moving in the public arena, it's like, I cannot take one more thing because I will not be able to fly. And you feel like your wings are broken. You feel like there is no way to soar forward because you've taken on too much. It's been too much. It's been too hard. And you have to let go of some things. You have to let go of some angers and hurts and pains and disappointments and chaoses that are yours, but that are also others. You can't ease their road for them. They have to walk their path. They have to figure out their truth. They have to see their power. Because if you carry all the weight, you cannot fly. And that's truth. Birds have hollow bones for a reason. It's like you can't take all the baggage with you. It leads you to the Two of Pentacles. Goodness. And the Two of Pentacles is this balancing of the spiritual world and the earthly world, the balance of what you want from life and what everybody else wants from you, the balance of everything. And the emotions get in the way because what you're thinking of here. And here, she looks perfectly balanced. But how long can you stand on your tiptoes? How long can you be balanced like this? Is it going to be eternity? Or do you need to find the balance within yourself to embrace your eternal abundance? Because that's the truth right there. And it brings you then to the Nine of Pentacles. Once you balance yourself, once you see the truth within yourself, once you start moving forward in that confidence and competence, you start to see power coming in. You start to see blessings coming forward. There's hard work yet to come, most definitely, and you know this. You know that the road ahead isn't going to be as easy as we would like it to be. Isn't going to be as, as smooth sailing as it is in the movies or as, we wish it would be. There's going to be times of real hard work that come ahead, and relatively quickly, to bring forward the dreams, to, get the crops while they are ripened, to eat the sweet rewards of what you have planted. And there's an intensity, and there's a sense of seeing more and understanding more and embracing a greater truth, a greater power, a greater understanding of self. And it brings you then to the Ace of Swords. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, hands you a gift of knowledge, hands you a gift of reason and of seeing and of clarity. And that's why the brain is opened here. It's like, my crown comes on me because I am crowned by greatness. And I know this truth, and this message seeps in to my very neural patterns, to my very essence of self. And I am a warrior of my truth. I am a crafter of my soul. I am a fighter of my abundance. And as this comes forward, you embrace power that is beyond your greatest understanding. Because you see things clearly. Because the sword is a weapon. The sword is the only symbol within the tarot that is only a weapon. You cannot, if you try, right, you can use anything for any other reason. But you cannot use the sword for anything else. It is to defend. It takes time and effort and tremendous skill to master. And so you're getting a gift of something complicated, of something intense, of something that, again, can push you out of your comfort zone, but balances your love so completely and truly and intensely. And it changes the way you see things with your passion, with your mind. You are stepping out of fear. You're embracing also a vulnerability, which your first instinct is to be completely fearful of. And your second instinct is going to be, well, it might not even be instinctual, but yeah, no. The first instinct is going to be fear. And then you're going to follow that fear up with a bit of anger. It's like, why do I get to be afraid of this? Why don't I get to move forward in my truth? So let's go deeper, Cancer. Cancer. December 16th to the 30th, to the 31st, 2020, Cancer. December 16th 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 to the 31st, 2020, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. And let's look here at the people that you need to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Cancer needs to be mindful of? December 16th to the 31st, 2020, Cancer. Who are the people that Cancer needs to be mindful of? December 16th to the 31st, 2020, Cancer. Who are the people that Cancer needs to be mindful of? December 16th to the 31st, 2020, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides. My goodness. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So we start off here with the Princess of Cups. This is a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Now remember, these don't have to be just this sign. This is going to be a person who's embodying this energy. You're also going to feel very drawn to this person because water sign is drawn to water sign energy. And what they're giving off is very familiar to you. This is going to be a person who is a drama queen, a drama llamas all the time. And you're going to sit there and be like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? But at first you're going to take this really seriously because that's the type of person that you are. I can help you. I can lead you forward. You know, let's talk about this. Let's work this out. And then you're going to realize this person doesn't want help. They just want to stay in a perpetual place of drama and of chaos. And you're going to need to walk away. Or at least say to them, you know what? No. Well, yeah, that is pretty much walking away. Saying to them, no, you know, you have to figure you out. And I will be there for you. You know, if you are close to this person, I will be there for you, you know, as you figure this out, as you work through this. But if you don't center yourself, if you can't calm yourself down, there's nothing I can do. And you might not say that to the person, but you need to know it yourself. The King of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is going to be a person who pretty much thinks if you just do it my way, it would be right. You're welcome. You'd be prosperous. You have to walk your own path. You have to embrace your own truth. There's 1,010 different ways to move forward in this world. And it doesn't have to be just like everybody else's. So here, this person can see the interconnectedness of things and might have some very valid points. But know that this is still your life. And you get to walk in it in your truth and in your passion. And they might have some very big opinions about things that you hold dear. Now, if this is somebody that you don't know, but you greatly admire, you could sit there and think, oh, well, I'm wrong. Like, they don't believe in who I am, or they don't believe in what I do, or they don't believe in this. Okay. And you think, well, how do I move forward from there? And it's like you sit there and you say, okay, I believe in my truth. I believe in myself. And I move forward in that energy. And I don't believe in everything that they stand for or everything that they are, but I do believe in me. And that becomes your truth. And that person also kind of gives you a gift of seeing the worth, seeing the prosperity within yourself. And it leads you then to Aquarius energy. This is going to be a person, this is a time frame, January 20th to February 18th. This is a person who pours the waters into the spirit world, pours the waters on the earthly plane, who walks between two worlds and isn't going to be able to give you what you need because they are so focused on something that is so, it's not out of your realm of comprehension, but it's not within the realm of what you're thinking of right now and the way that you need to move forward. This person can also be a little bit drama-filled and a bit intense. They also pick up on a lot of... Okay, so as a water sign energy, you pick up on a lot of the emotional energy within a room. So there's air sign energy. And this Aquarius is going to pick this up on, the star energy is going to pick this up and internalize it and want to work through it. And once they come to the point of realizing, people have their energies, people have their good days, their bad days, their prejudices that have nothing to do with you. They can sit there and they can not like big dogs, and you have a big dog and you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh man, why did they give me that dirty look? It had nothing to do with you. It could be that they were attacked when they were little, that type of thing. So this person is going to instinctually internalize everything. Don't go down that path with them, because it will be very easy for you to sit there and, want to pull them out. Don't go down that path with them, because then you'll start to see the things, the emotional, discontent in the world around you, and then start to doubt and start to fear and start to question yourself. So it's going to be an important thing to kind of have clear boundaries during this time. We have strength with Leo energy, time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. You have the Four of Wands, which is beautiful. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have the Seven of Cups, which is gorgeous. The Two of Pentacles, which comes through, which you have also in the main part of your reading. The King of Wands right here, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Seven of Pentacles. The Five of Wands. Yeah, there we go. The Queen of Wands, which I was like, oh, you have the Queen of Wands right here, but you didn't. You have the Queen of Wands here, so it's also grounding you. Whenever I have the King and the Queen of the same suit, from the same reason, from the same suit, from the same deck, there we go. It brings forward soulmate connection, true love connection, power, brilliance. It can be the energy within you, the sacred masculine, the sacred feminine within you coming forward. There's just this sense of powerful passion towards your prosperity that is guiding you in a way that takes your breath away. You're moving forward in strength. Strength of self, strength of reason, strength of compassion, all right? Strength of being, strength of love. And you're seeing that this is more powerful than brute force strength could ever be. And it's different strength, because it's not that it could ever be, but that it has a lasting power to it in a way that brute force strength never does. And it's through your hard work, and it's through the balancing of the scales that you walk in this strength and you embrace this strength. And it brings you to a place of prosperity of self. The Four of Wands over the Ten of Cups is they all live happily ever after, and they celebrate that happiness. This is a celebration that can be small. This is new job opportunities. This is moving forward in life, but this is also feeling secure. This is saying, this is where I stand, and this is what I stand for, and this is who I am, and this is where I want to be, and this is what I desire within my life, and this is me. And I get to celebrate the beauty and the triumph that is me. And as you do so, the Queen of Pentacles comes forward. And the Queen of Pentacles brings you prosperity, brings you bounty, plants seeds inside of your soul and in yourself that you're like, oh, is that the beauty that I was longing for? Is that the way that I needed to move forward? Is that the power that gets to be a part of my grace, a part of my being, a part of my essence? Because as you have this power coming in and it's over the Ace of Wands, it's like you take this gift, yes, most definitely, and it opens up doors for you financially. It opens up doors for you in the realm of what you value as much as money coming into your world. The sense of security, the sense of peace, the sense of, oh, is that the answer? Is that the interconnectedness that I was missing? It doesn't mean it happens all at once. It can take a bit of time, but it means that you are moving forward towards greater power and greater truth in a way that you hadn't anticipated, that you didn't expect. And it brings you then to the Seven of Cups. It brings you to what you love. It brings you to your dreams, and you're walking away from the chaos of the nightmares to say, my dreams deserve a place on this earth. They deserve a place within my life. They deserve a place within my soul, within myself. And I embrace my dreams. I embrace my passion, and I move forward in them. This is not hiding our dreams away because they become so sacred to us, especially as we grow with them. And they're what we hold on to. They're our hopes. We put them, in a vault in the back of our minds. And we say, this is what I come to when I need the beauty within my life, when I need to embrace what I've longed for, when I need this tranquility of soul. Then I need to bring this out and embrace my love, embrace my joy, embrace my understanding. And here it's like, don't just hide this away to be a sacred refuge to you. Bring it forward. Birth it into the world. Breathe life into it. And let your dreams become part of your reality. And don't sit there and give 110 different reasons why you shouldn't. Start saying, yeah, I should. And even if it's just starting to plant it in your mind, it's like, okay, well, how does this work out? And what do I need? And how does this move me forward? You'll see things start to come together. And you start to embrace what you everlastingly need to balance in order to call love, in order to call harmony, in order to call the duality within yourself and within the demands of this world forward into your existence. And it brings you then to being a king of your passion, a king of light, a king of determination, a king of fire, a king of truth. As you see and as you face your fears, it's like, I face my fears, and now I embrace my fire, and now I stand in glory. And then it brings you to the Seven of Pentacles. Have patience, because the balance that you are seeking and the weight that you are relieving from your shoulders, okay? Have patience with the fruit that it bears, with the way that you move forward. This is saying, and as much as I find it so frustrating, this is saying it's time to rely on things divinely. So it's in divine timing, not our timing. No matter how worried we get about it, no matter how angry we get about it, divine timing moves us forward. Divine timing guides us. And so here, as we move forward in divine timing, as we are guided by divine timing, know that the fruit, know that the sweetness within your life will be so much better because divinity has brought it to you than us rushing it and saying, well, it's good enough, because divinity is saying, no, if you wait with me and you walk with me, it will be even better than you could have imagined. And that leads you then to the Five of Wands. As you are waiting and biding your time for the prosperity to come forward, for, and rejoicing in the beauty, there are going to be either fights around you that make you think, oh, I can't have this beauty, or there are going to be fights internally that make you think, I'm not worthy of this. The Five of Wands is chaos. And it's looking at that chaos and saying, you know what? You don't get to rule my life anymore. You don't. I get to stand in my truth, in my glory, in my passion, in my power, and move forward in my brilliance. Because as I do so, I have knowledge, and I have passion, and I have power, and I embrace my truth. And I'm not afraid of rolling up my sleeves at all, getting my hands dirty, going after what it is that I want, making sure that I have, things laid out correctly and powerfully and truthfully, and embracing my passion, embracing my soul, and embracing the light and the abundance that is me. It brings you then to your spirit animal message. Cancer, December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. December 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Angels, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So we start here with the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. As you move towards your peace, as you move towards what it is that you greatly desire within your life, you can see both sides of the story. You can see two ways of moving forward, or more than two ways of moving forward. Embrace your truth. Move forward in your peace. but also let that knowledge of, two sides of the coin guide you, because it gives you insight that others do not have. And then we have the electric eel spirit. It says, bring your ideas to life. It's time to illuminate your dreams, which is exactly what your heart is telling you. And then dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Because if you are loyal to what you love, it will be loyal to you. And you will see a transformation in the world in a profound way, which is, again, what your heart is telling you. And also your inner self is telling you. The transformation of it in the outer world, it can feel a bit painful at times. It can feel a bit more intense than you would like. But, that's what's going to lead you forward in a profound and astounding way. So let's see your subconscious message. When it comes to your spirit animal, your subconscious message is the koi fish spirit. This and that. No, not this and that are true. That's the dolphin spirit. There's always enough. There's always enough. And there will always be enough. And a place from lack is not a place that you need to embrace. We're too quick to go there within our world. We're too quick to say, oh, there's not enough and there'll never be enough for me. No, there is. You're not a mistake. You were made with a profound and brilliant purpose. And now you are embracing it. And there will always be enough. Even in those darkest moments where you feel like there just won't be, there will be. Your subconscious chakra message is self-mastery. The solar plexus chakra. You're fully in alignment with yourself. You are mastering what you need to move yourself forward. And that is powerful. Your subconscious person message is the King of Cups. Well, that's you. You can only rule one person in this world. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups shows it. The King of Cups shows it a bit better. Is that you can only rule yourself. And that is what you're focusing on here. You are focusing on ruling yourself, on embracing the power of your life, the purpose of your joy, the determination of your soul. You have this big dog right back here, this Irish wolfhound that protects you. But there is power, determination, and grace to you. You can't rule everybody else. I mean, I try to get my nephew, who's not even 2, to do what I say. And, he sometimes just doesn't. You're looking at him. I'm like, you little stinker. You little stinker. Just do what I'm telling you to do. And so if you can't get a person who is little and should be listening to you to do what you do, to do what you say, how can you get the rest of the world to? So here, it's embracing your truth. And it's saying, okay, I will lead by example in my life. And the only person I can truly worry about, because the only person I have any true control over, is me. And I will uphold my responsibilities, but I live for the truth of me. And then it brings you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the Two of Cups, the Minor Arcana Lovers card. You already have the Major Arcana Lovers card in the main part of your reading. Now you have love coming in again. You are embracing and graced by love. This is healing, this is cleansing, and this is powerful. It then brings you to your deeper subconscious message, which is the Ace of Wands. And we have you taking it, most definitely. The gift of passion, the gift of determination, the gift of power. And we have here with the sacral chakra, the gift of sexual energy coming through you. So just be ready for that, because it can kind of take you by surprise in a exquisite way, but in a intense way. So here, it's that gift. It's that magic coming through you. It's that passion moving you forward. And it's that determination, that fire within your soul guiding you. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we move forward in passion, determination, and grace. As you claim your power and you walk in your truth, no matter what anybody else says. And as you bring your dreams to the forefront of your world and embrace them full-heartedly. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer.